Yo, Gun Freak Nation. It's President TElectrik, and I want to talk about just being prepared. Are you really, truly prepared? Now we know that if we got a shit hit the fan situation going on, we already know about the water, we already know about the medicine, we already know about the ammo, and being stocked up on our guns or whatnot. But I feel like it's more than that. I want to just bring up the history, man. Remember, if y'all remember, back in 2003, we had that big ass blackout. The East Coast it was like a total blackout. Michigan, I'm in Detroit, Michigan, right? We didn't have power for 3 or 4 days. It might have been, I know it was at least 3 days. It might have been 4 days. On that 4th day, we might have got the power restored. Man, taking you back on that day, people lost their mind. I'll never forget it, man. I was making a beat. All of a sudden, the power just went out. I ran down to the kitchen. I don't know what made me do it, but I was about to get me some water. Back then, you could drink the tap water back then. You know what I'm saying? You could drink tap water. Water wasn't nasty back then. So, I went to turn on the water, right? No water was coming out the faucet, y'all. For real. It was no water coming out the faucet. So, I noticed a lot of people, they started barbecuing, man. They didn't want their meat to go bad. So they put their shit on the grill and started barbecuing it, which made sense, perfect sense. You don't want your food to go to waste. But I remember it being so hot because when that went down, it was like in the middle of a heat wave, man. I remember sleeping in my car because I cannot take heat. So I just remember it just being rough, man. And this was in 2003, so the internet and all that stuff wasn't really that we didn't have social media like that back then. So if something was to happen again where we facing a terrorist attack, or it might be another accident or sabotage or whatever, and they attack our our grid, our electrical grids, and we even if it's from a EPM attacks, if we lose power like that due to a grid attack or a sabotage or a computer hack or something like that, what y'all gonna do? I'm gonna say this. One of the most important key things, if you're gonna hunker down in your house, get you a gas oven. Well, gas stove. Don't get you no electric stove because it runs off of electricity, powers it. What I love about the gas stoves, even when you don't have power, that gas that stove is gonna work. All you gotta do is get you a lighter, put it up to it, and the flames gonna come on, man. I remember one time when in the middle of winter time, especially if it happened, it's election year. Who knows? Election is a few days, 2 days away from here, right? So who knows what could happen? And if it happened in the middle of winter time and you got an electric stove, you either need that or a generator. And if you in an apartment building, you can't use a generator. If you got your own house, put your generator in the backyard, chain it up to a tree so a savage don't try to steal it, and you can run your power that way, but have plenty of gas. So it's ways around it. But I remember just a time when my furnace had went out one winter in January. For those who don't know, in Michigan, sometimes January usually be the coldest month of the year. January, yeah. Sometimes February, but mainly January. Man, my furnace went out. Thank God that I had a gas stove, because I was able to use that as a source of heat. And then, you know, you put your blankets and stuff up, because, you know, it took time for the repair guy to come out and fix it. And when he came out and fixed it, he couldn't even fix it. I had to call my nephew, you know, rest in peace, nephew. But he came out and had it working in 15 minutes, man. So what I would like to know is, with what's going on in the country right now, how crazy things is, how divided this country is, it's anything and everything could happen. Kid you not. So what I want to know from you, Gun Freak Nation, is y'all ready for whatever? From a funky ass savage breaking up in your house, to it being some type of attack where our grid system has been attacked. Because, man, if we end up in a war or something with Iran or China or something, you don't think they got hackers that can hack into our grid system, our electrical grids, and shut it down? Or you don't think China got the missiles, the ballistic missiles, to go up in space and knock out our satellites, and we lose all communication? Man, we facing some uncertain times, you know. And I just feel like we need to be ready, you know. But it's a lot more than just having your medicals and your food and all that. It's a lot more, man. It's psychological too. You just got to be strong and you know, just strong and ready. I come from the days when we didn't have internet, and you don't miss what you never had. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, in today's time, everybody is stuck to their devices, man. Their iPads, their iPhones, their Androids and stuff, and people will go crazy. You gotta have your phone. But I'm telling you, if something happened and it get tough, all that stuff gonna be right out the window, man. So you got to live how we lived when we was kids, you know, coming up. So, you know, it's just my 2 cents, man. You know, I just want to do this video to find out what's up with the Gun Freak Nation, and do y'all got contingency plans and stuff. And, you know, and remember this, always pick a gas stove over electric stove. The electric stove ain't gonna do nothing for you in a time of need, in an emergency. It's not gonna do nothing for you, you know. And get you a generator. If you got your own private home, get you a generator. Never ever fire that generator up in your home. That'll be your last nap. That'll be a permanent nap that you're gonna take if you stupid enough to do that. And I'm not trying to offend anybody, but everybody should know by now, all the people that have been self-deleted, self-unalived because they didn't know any better, and they put their generator in the basement and they ran it and went to sleep and never woke up, man. Carbon monoxide is a silent killer. It's worse than a savage. So please, if you get you a generator, even although I'm hearing that it's newer generators that's run off of batteries, and you supposed to be able to keep. Nah, I wouldn't trust that either. I'm not trusting it. It's still, even if it is one of the so-called new ones, it's still going chained up in my backyard, chained and strapped up to a tree, where a savage won't try to take it. But anyway, Gun Freak Nation, I need y'all to be safe. I hope y'all had a safe Halloween. Man, it's robbing season. Christmas is around the corner now. We got it's holiday time now. The savages are out there. So you really, really, really got to be on high alert, because they out there hitting, searching for a lick, trying to hit a lick on somebody. You feel me? But anyway, Gun Freak Nation, fill me in on y'all thoughts. Like, if y'all got any more pointers and stuff, surviving whatever that may come our way. hey, put it down below in the comments, man. And one more thing I want to touch on, man. The top 5 zombie stoppers, for whatever reason, YouTube didn't monetize that channel, so I kind of fell short on my goal or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think it's unfair when you got other channels that pretty much doing the same thing, but you monetize that. I ain't even cussing that video, but because I showed guns, but everybody else I'm gonna tell you something like this, Gun Freak Nation. It's a bias against us, and like I say, YouTube will automatically, if it detects a gun being in a video, even if you say the word gun, it'll automatically demonetize your channel. Then you got the option of having a human being review it, and then it's up to them to monetize or keep it demonetized. You know what I'm saying? So obviously it must have been a anti-gun person that reviewed it, you know, and then all that conducting your video in a safe and controlled environment, all that don't mean nothing, man. It don't mean nothing. If YouTube do not like gun content. So when people hit me up or, T, you need to do that, T, you need to do that, I'm not really trying to show my guns like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube don't like it. And if it ain't making me no dollars, it ain't making no sense. I don't need to prove or show anybody what guns I got. I like to be an inspiration, but I don't get on here and flex. I got this and got that. I'm you know, I never was that way, and I'm just in a different place right now in life where they just don't mean all that much to me no more. You know, I've had a lot of high-end fancy, so-called fancy guns, and to me it was just a gun. And I don't have a problem selling them, making some money, you know, trying to get back what I put into it, you know. But that was just something I just want to rant on. So I don't get it. YouTube monetized my other videos last month. My EDC video, and I think it was another video where I had a gun. But like I say, it's up to the individual reviewer. We probably had a Kamala fan that reviewed it. You know what I'm saying? So who knows, man? But all I'm going to say is keep on doing you. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. And just keep on, you know, striving till you reach your goals, man. Till you make it to the top, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Gun Freak Nation, what would y'all do in a shit hit the fan situation? I want to hear. Thank you, Gun Freak Nation. I love y'all. Stay armed. Stay responsible with your firearms. Stay righteous. And be ready to send that dirty, low down, funky, savage to funky town. I love y'all.